Sup guys, it's Kosh and it's Harry Potter Magic Awakening Beginners Guide that will help the new players to get the best practices to progress the game easier and faster as a free-to-play. Let's go. So early game is very easy. I managed to play it for like 6 hours without any issues, but at some point you will get stuck and then you will need to adjust your strategy to do this. For me it was at the end of chapter 5 or at the beginning of chapter 5, and now I have some issues with the game. So first things first, what you can do is do the summons. I actually saved up some resources for you to show how it's working. And guys, summons are hard to do because the keys are pretty rare and you can get a lot of them. It's slow to get them, but the good thing that there is no bonuses for like 10 summons or something, so you can summon as many as you want. If you get 8 keys like I do here, you can draw 8 keys straight away, so you don't have to summon one by one. Moreover, as you fill up your unsuccessful summons when you don't get really high rarity stuff, you will get the guaranteed legendary or above in the gold summon after 20 summons, and another guaranteed thing in the normal summons after 30 summons. So let's see, what do we get? We get any legendary. Oh my god, that's a lot of pages. Don't worry guys, if you get something that you don't need, it's okay, because you will need to upgrade all the spells available in your book that will allow you to increase your stats. So we'll get to that after we'll finish with the summon. Okay, we mostly get epic cards and some common ones, and we got the legendary here. Now this is interesting. What do we get? The animation is kinda sluggish. We got the Ridgeback Egg, so it's a pretty cool legendary spell, so I'm happy that we got it. We might include it in our build. And can we skip all of those? No, we gotta go one by one. Cool, that's what we have in the end. It will kinda show us the results. That's a lot of cool cards, which is pretty cool. Here, if you don't get the epic quality card in 30 draws, you will be guaranteed to get it, and it will open it will get 2 cards. So let's use all the keys, and I'll just skip through it. There we go, we summoned everything, and now we can spend diamonds to do the summons. I'm not really sure if it's a good idea, because diamonds are very hard to get. Moreover, you have the daily items here where you can spend diamonds, gold, and you got the free stuff every day. I buy always the cheapest card here because it's like 100 gold, it's really cheap. And you can get pretty cool epic card for gold here, but it's very expensive, so I don't think it's worth it. So I haven't found the best way to spend diamonds, but I think advanced study might be a good option. Another option is this mystery wheel, because here you can get the outfits, you can get the skins for your wand, and that will give you passive bonuses for your progression, but I'm not sure if it's worth it, to be honest, because here one spin costs 200 diamonds and the chances of getting something useful here aren't that high, so not sure if it's a good thing. So I'll stick with the guaranteed things. Let's go advanced study with the maximum pulls. We can do what? 3, and see if we get anything extra. We mostly got crap, but now after this we go to our charms, and you can see that the spellbook level over here actually governs our health, attack, and exploration attributes that will be multiplied by our spellbook level. We can upgrade everything here by pressing this button, but it will be very expensive, so we can't afford that, and it will increase our spellbook level quite a lot. So I would advise upgrading the spells that you use all the time or that you love. So you can manually upgrade the guys that you will use in your build, and yeah, and enjoy that. So let's get this guy over here, switch places, there we go, seems legit. As for the cards that we use in our build right now, and I don't really like this build, so we'll change it for the sake of like better tutorial. Don't be afraid of experimenting, by the way, so you can have 3 different decks here and you can adjust it as you want. So let's try to create a better deck than we use in our main build. And another important thing about your build are echoes. You get different wizards that you can use as your echoes, and they all have their own unique abilities. Moreover, you can get different rarity and type of echoes. So for example, for Harry Potter we got plenty of options, and each of those have different card bonuses that they have, and like the higher rarity one will affect more cards, so that's better. If you want to know what each of those echoes do, you can press here and check the details. Here you can see the enhanced effects and simple effects. So for this one, cheap cards will be enchanted, and that means that they will receive 45% damage increase and 30% heal increase. We don't use those cards, our deck is expensive, so instead maybe we will get this. For now I will run with the Severe Snake because he is upgraded for me, so he gets additional stats. As for the other echoes, you can upgrade them by spending materials, and that will unlock their card bonuses, so you can select the one you like. Now when the deck is completed, I would like to upgrade some cards to get more damage from them, so they will be better, and also get spellbook level as a side thing, basically. Make sure that your card deck doesn't cost that much, and moreover that it includes some tanks, some normal minions, some spells for the balance of the build. If you know what you're doing, you can go sideways from this. But for me, I want to try something balanced that will, you know, be useful in most scenarios. At some point, sooner or later, most likely sooner, you will run out of gold, and then you will have to go and start playing the game. So, there are several things that you need to do in the game. First of all, you gotta do the daily quest. You can see all the quests here on the left, and you can click on that thing on the left to see the tabs. Season quests, they are not that urgent, but they will give you pretty cool reward. That will take forever to get them, but when you do, you will get keys, you will get some cool stuff, diamonds, gems, and whatever. Daily quests are nice because they are easy to do and they give you cool rewards. Story quests are your campaign, and this will unlock some game mechanics as you go, so it's really important to go for the story quests. At some point they will get too hard and you will have to try harder to get them. In order to know when the daily quest will unlock, you scroll this to the very bottom and you will see that the reset will be in 1 hour 21 minutes for me. It depends on your time zone, I'm not sure exactly when it is. Somewhere around 11 AM UTC or 10 AM UTC, I'm not sure. Time zones are horrible, hate them. So let's start with the simple things. Classes. You can see today's classes, and they change from time to time. Mostly you would like to do them for the task, for the exam and that kind of stuff, so basically you need to try harder. And you also get the quests over here. In order to rank up the tasks, you need to finish all the specific tasks with additional requirements. They will be happening on different days of the week, so make sure to check this out and to try to finish that secondary goal as well. Tests are pretty easy. You can do them with your actual players, friends, or you can do them with the bots like we have over here. And some of those can be pretty tricky, like this one you need to use Wingardium Leviosa like 5 times during this fight, and since we are stronger, you might need to create a specific build for this battle by removing all the expensive spells and putting the cheap ones and energy regenerating spells, so you will get more chances of using Leviosa on the troll before the time will run out. So it's really RNG based, and you know, you have to do it like I'm doing here, not focusing on your goal, but focusing on getting as many Leviosa spells as possible. So having this mole here that will give you not XP but mana is good. Using the cheap spells so you can remove them and get the rotation going, so you will get more Leviosa spells is a good idea as well. Casting the spells that do damage somewhere far away so they won't damage the main dude is a good idea as well, because yeah, otherwise you will destroy him before the time will run out to use enough Leviosa spells. There we go, I think this is the 5th one. Yeah, for sure we used enough right now, so now we can decimate this guy and get all in strategy destroying the enemy, because it's way easier than doing that secondary quest. And when you finish those tasks, you don't really get that many rewards. Like, you will get the rating, like over here. There we go, all survived, we did it fast enough, perfect, nice. But you don't get any reward for it, so I'm like, what's the point? I have no idea. And yes, you will have some other tasks here as well that you can do, some other studies, and you can select them over here when you click the today's classes, so you will see all the available classes today and do them, and here is the schedule. Now let's move on to the more important things. There is a Forbidden Forest and Dueling Club. Dueling Club is pretty easy, you duel other players, and the higher you go, the more rewards you will get. There is a limit of daily rewards you can get here, so after some point you can push forward, you can do dueling, yes, but you will only get the ranking reward over here, like those things. if you want to get the rewards that you get after the battle, you need to wait for the next day to do it. Moreover, you might wanna go for duo in order to finish the achievements, and here you can add a partner, and you can add not actual player, like you can select the players of course, but you can add companion, and that will allow you to go into the game, but you won't be able to get into the ranked match sadly. So that will be a practice, but I think it will be enough to finish the tasks that you have. The duels are pretty straightforward. You need to defeat the enemy before they defeat you. Be good, use the right spells at the right enemies, try to focus down one enemy at a time, because that will allow you to take them out faster. Less enemies the better, right? So nothing crazy here, just destroy them. Depending on your build, you would like to be on the front line attacking the enemies or in the back line casting spells. I prefer front line position. That was a really good strike. We just attacked them all together with the splash damage, so it was nice. One enemy is down, another one is going down soon as well, so it's not that hard, specifically at the early rankings. The cool thing that they can resurrect each other, so as you have seen right now, we defeated the enemy, but they got resurrected, so now we have to defeat them again, and that's a bit annoying, but that's pretty cool as well. So it's not limited to just massacre them really fast. After the timer will run out, to some point you will get increased mana regen, so you can cast more spells faster. It's like an rage area, and there we go with one. We gain affinity with the NPC character that we've got, and here are our daily drops that we can get when the server will be reset. Right now we can't get them. Now let's move on to the Forbidden Forest. Now this area is interesting. You got two options here. First one is single player solo exploration. Here you kind of push forward too hard, that doesn't matter, we're good. And the further you go, the more AFK rewards you will get, so you really would like to try to push this a lot. Moreover, each stage have enchant spells, so you might want to change your build before the fight in order to adjust to the boss or do something like that. I'll just go with what I have here and see how it will go. So here usually you have to fight the boss. In this scenario we have to flee this boss because this one is too powerful, so our goal is to run away, so we need to use those spells that we have here to try to avoid the damage and, you know, run as far as possible from the enemy, saving up the energy for the situation when we need it the most. And don't overpress the move things, because your move cards are limited and you might end up in a situation where you can't use it in time anymore. We are almost there. There is a huge boulder, oh my god. There we go. This time we barely survived, so we managed to win and we get the reward. So you get the echoes in the exploration, and moreover you will increase your idle reward. There we go. So enhanced car upgrade, that means that we will get more stuff for being idle. You can get your idle rewards here from this car. Items found, claim reward. Okay, thank you. And if you leave it running for a while, you will get the additional things like the echoes of higher rarity and that kind of stuff, so that's pretty cool. Now there is another game mode, Haunted Hollow and Deathly Dell. I haven't tried this one yet, I need higher quality of the book, but Haunted Hollow, I tried it, it was pretty fun. You would like to play with other players here, but you can use, again, your NPC characters. So it's up to you if you wanna play it with the actual players or not. I would like to play with those NPC guys because they're cool, and I don't like to wait for actual players. So let's go, and the further you go, the more rewards you will get. And daily you get limited amount of reward chances, so it's 2 per dungeon, and you would like to use them before the reset. As you go through the stages here, you can get the bonuses and upgrades that you can get for the current run, and depending on which of those skills do you have, you would like to get them or not. So that can be useful or not. And let's go fight a hard battle and see how it is. You would like to be careful here because, you know, you got several fights to fight here, and you would like to be really efficient at this without spending those partner cards, because they can be used only one per adventure here, so you can't use them all the time. and try to avoid taking extra damage, because that might actually cost you long term. So as you can see, the fight wasn't that hard. The boss fight in the end will be not easy though. The focus here is on Opugno, which we don't have, the canaries. So if you upgrade some of your skills here, you might want to change your build for the specific run to include those things, because right now I would like to change this to enhanced card like this one. There we go. Since we made it better, we can also upgrade it in the meantime, because that will give us extra stats. Sometimes you get the gather nodes where you can get the gold. So those are actually pretty cool. You won't get stronger, but you get extra gold, which is always a nice thing. Alright, and here is the boss fight, which is the hardest part of your adventure. The bosses might actually harm you quite a lot, so let's do our best to destroy the enemies before they will spawn from the cocoons. Do some DPS here and there and try not to die, which is the most important thing out of all this. There we go, the fight wasn't that hard as I thought it will be. Other enemies were harder, and our goal is to defeat all the creatures, so we will do just that. I'm not sure if that's over or not, they keep spawning. So let's buff ourselves with additional damage things. That should be it. There we go. And by defeating this area, we will get the reward. There we go. A lot of echoes, a lot of rewards, and other stuff that can make our character more strong, and also affinity for the guys. In the end, don't forget to claim the chest before you leave the area to get extra rewards, the key, very good, and yeah, keep going after this. The only reason why you would like to do higher difficulty levels when you can't get the reward, if you are able to do higher difficulty, like way higher, to progress there and get reward from the higher levels, but in my opinion it doesn't worth it. So if you don't have enough daily chances, don't go there, and try to get spellbook level 20 as soon as possible to get the second exploration as well. Also guys, it's a good idea to go around the area, because sometimes you can find those chests that will have some rewards for you, like we got some gold here, which is really cool. So if you're exploring around, you might and you will find a lot of things, especially inside the university, inside of the castle. When you wander in the halls, there are a lot of small chests over there that you can open up and get the rewards. For example, this small pot, when we break it, not many things happen, but we get even more gold. So that's an easy way to get a head start early on in order to get extra money, extra resources to build up your character. I actually checked out the prices of the upgrades and the XP you get, and it seems that the best strategy to increase your spellbook level early on is to go for the lower level spells. Like first level costs 100 gold and gives you 200 XP, second level costs 150 gold and gives you 250 XP. So it's more efficient to go for really low tier stuff that will give you more XP. And oh my god, we're so close to level 20. So yeah guys, in my opinion, it's only worth to push your spells to the highest level only if you want to use them, otherwise it's a waste of your money. So yeah guys, those are all the tips that I can give you for Harry Potter Magic Awaken right now. Let me know if you have extra tips down below in the comments so other people can see it, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the video description for additional links. We have LT player that will allow you to play Android games on the PC like this one, very convenient. My other YouTube channel, social media, Discord, and other useful stuff. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. That's about it for now. Stan Kosh out. Have a good one. Bye.